Next up for Georgia will be Raylen Wilson. To ask a question, please use the raise hand function. First question for Raylen will be from Connor Raleigh of DawgNation.
Yeah, Raylan, how has your relationship with Glenn Schumann evolved this year as you've taken over as that third year inside linebacker in that room?
Well, I feel like, I mean, he hasn't treated us any different other than when we came in. Like we were just freshmen, we are new guys on the campus, but now we're just looked at as savvy vets. It's it's
And
not, it's not that much of a difference.
yeah. And then on a separate topic, for all the winning you guys have done, you've never beaten Alabama in your career. How much is this team aware of that, and how much does that sort of bother this team?
I feel like the team is pretty aware of that, but we don't really bear on the past when it comes to new games. We just focus on the next game and Bama's who we got next.
Thanks, Raylan.
Yes, sir.
Next will be Jordan Hill of Dogs 24/7.
Yeah, Raylan, just looking back to that game in September against Alabama, what do you feel like there's something you learned about going up against this Alabama team that you think can be helped you guys get to Saturday?
I feel like we learned about how the offense likes to attack us, and they have a pretty mobile quarterback. He's a good thrower, so I mean they're a pretty balanced offense.
What would you say stands out to you about Ty Simpson?
I feel like he's more athletic than people give him credit for.
Thanks, Raylan.
Yes, sir.
Next will be Joe Gaither of Bama Central.
Good morning, Raylan. I wonder if you could detail, in your opinion, what ways the Georgia defense has evolved or grown since the September matchup.
I feel like we've taken on the challenge of getting better every week, no matter the outcome of every game. It's just going week by week, getting better at what we do, just the fundamentals of the game. And I feel like we've taken that challenge on head first, and we've been getting better.
Next will be Graham Coffey of Dog Central.
Hey, Raylan. I was curious, for you guys in the linebacker position, how much has the disruption that the defensive line in front of you guys, like Kristen Miller, Elijah Griffin, others, of course, like how much easier does that make your jobs? And kind of curious on the growth of that unit from a havoc standpoint between the first Alabama game and now.
Yeah, I feel like they've grown tremendously, just game in, game out. It's really just executing the plan. Like we talk about it throughout the week, and it's just about going into the game Saturday and executing it. And I feel like they've been doing better at that.
Thank you.
So,
Next is Henry Sklar of Bama Central.
How's it going, Raylan? We obviously just heard from him first up, but with CJ going down at points in the season and just coming back, how much growth did you see in your young teammates, guys such as, Chris Cole, Zayden Walker, and how much has that experience they've gained helped them, to prepare for a big game like this SEC championship versus Alabama?
I feel like it helps a lot, especially with their confidence and just going out there and just playing football like we have been our whole life and not making a big deal out of it, just being young and just going out there and making plays.
Taking questions for Raylen Wilson, please use the raise hand function. Next is Jeremy Johnson of Dogs HQ.
Hey Raylan, I know, you grew up in SEC country, man. Just what is the SEC championship game mean to you? And how much did you watch it growing up? And just, when you think of this matchup and you think about it being Alabama and Georgia, that's something we've seen before, even before you guys got there. Just what does this matchup mean to you, just personally, and from being a young guy?
Uh, it just really just opens my eyes, like just because I mean, look, when I was a little kid, like you would dream of stuff like this, just playing in games like this. And for it to actually be happening, it's kind of crazy, you know?
And to follow up with that, I know you've played in these games before, and like you said, you got some respect for this for what this means. Just um, how much does having played in them before and having that experience before, how much does that matter? And how much does that? How do you see that translate? When you step out there and get into the game and get into the floor of the game.
Uh, I feel like it just shows, I mean, it's just confidence basically. Like the more you play in games like this, the more confidence you have, I feel like going into them. So I feel like it's less nerves. It's just like you're prepared.
I got you. Thank you, Ray.
Yes, sir.
Next question will be from Avery Braxton of Atlanta News First.
Hey Raylan, just curious about your relationship with CJ and how you've kind of seen him grow and how maybe he's helped you along as a linebacker as well.
Yeah, me and CJ, we done been here 3 years together. We learn a lot from each other, just day in, day out through practice and the meetings. I mean, he's my brother, like, and that's how we go about it every day.
And just to see him come back from that surgery last week and want to play. I know you talked a little bit about it post game, but could you kind of reiterate what that meant to you to see him back on the field against Tech last week and then have him play this week as well?
Yeah, I knew what type of guy CJ was when I met him, and I knew that injury wasn't gonna hold him back for long. So I was just happy for him that he could be out there with us.
Thanks, Raylan.
Yes, sir.
That'll be it for today, Raylan. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
And we will continue.